Out of all 18 types of Pokemon, today we're going to be diving into the top 5 water-type Pokemon. Before getting started, I'd just like to say that this top 5 is 100% opinionated, meaning that if you don't agree with me, definitely leave your top 5 down in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Diving into the number 5 spot, we have Feraligatr. We all have that one real-life animal that's based off of a Pokemon, and it happens to be Feraligatr. If you guys didn't know, Feraligatr is actually based off of a real alligator, hence the name Feraligatr. Alligators happen to be one of my favorite animals. I have a huge obsession with seeing alligators, so it obviously had to be on this list. Feraligatr is also an absolute beast when it comes to competitive. With its base 105 attack and 80 speed, it can outspeed most threats and hits insanely hard. If you guys ever get the opportunity, you should definitely try out Feraligatr if you are playing Showdown or you're just playing competitive in general. I would definitely suggest trying him out, but that's why Feraligatr is number 5 on my list. You guys actually might be surprised on my number 4 spot, but my number 4 spot is actually Gastrodon. If you guys didn't know, if you have ever used Gastrodon, it's an absolute wall, it's a tank, it's just a wall breaker, it's all around a great mon. Most of these Pokemon on this list are actually based off of competitive use because I do play a lot of competitive. Normally the set that I like to run on Gastrodon is max HP and max defense, also with the lax nature, because obviously it'll boost the defense to 100%. You don't have to worry about pesky Pokemon like Keldeo sweeping your team or anything like that. You don't have to worry about it whatsoever. Also, Gastrodon gets the ability Storm Drain, which means that any water type move thrown at the mon boosts its special attack, and it also will get the leftovers recovery as long as you guys are running leftovers on it. You don't really have to worry about much. Gastrodon can also stall out a lot of mons. It gets toxic and it gets Scold, so you have the ability of either going for a toxic or you guys can fish for a burn by using Scold. If you guys do ever get the opportunity, I would suggest you guys trying to run a team with Gastrodon. It's a lot of fun and it's a great mon, all around awesome. At the number 3 spot, we actually have the Big Red Dragon, or not really the Big Red Dragon in this case because it has nothing to do with the shiny type Pokemon. But you guys know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Gyarados. Yes, the beast, the absolute insane dragon flying water type Gyarados, who also has a Mega Evolution, but it really doesn't have much to do with this top 5. You guys all know when you were kids, you'd go to Lake of Rage and catch that shiny Gyarados. You guys all know how it was. It was a lot of fun. It was very hard to catch, but honestly, Red Gyarados looks awesome. That out of the way, we all know Gyarados. We all know how awesome it is, how good of a Pokemon it is. So it comes to no surprise that it would be on this list. Normally, the spread that I like to run on Gyarados is max attack and max speed with a jolly nature. It's able to outspeed most 80 base speed Pokemon, like Chandelier and Mamoswine. You won't really have to worry about that. Also, hitting them with a stab water type move would just do insane damage. It also has the ability to be able to outspeed Mega Sceptile and also Mega Beedrill at +1, so you really won't have to worry about those mons too much. You can hit them with like an Ice Fang or something like that and just destroy them. Since we're always talking about competitive stuff, this is the actual moveset that I like to run on my Gyarados, is non-Mega Gyarados, because like I said earlier, Mega Evolutions have nothing to do with this top 5. The moves that I like to run are Substitute, Dragon Dance, Waterfall, and either Earthquake or Bounce. Normally I run Earthquake because Bounce really isn't necessary, at least in my opinion. Obviously with the ability Intimidate, so just in case a Pokemon is at like +1 or something like that, you come in the match, you know, they go back to normal. Gyarados is an absolute beast, but the only thing you guys really have to worry about is the 4-time weakness to Electric. That's the only thing you really have to worry about. Ground type moves don't hit it. You don't have to worry about Earth Powers or Earthquake or anything like that, because obviously it's literally a flying water dragon. Gyarados is absolutely insane. It's a great mon. I do suggest you guys giving Gyarados a try, even if you guys do end up running it Mega. I would definitely suggest it. It's an absolute awesome mon. Also, you can run it Shiny just because Shiny Gyarados is awesome. But that's why Gyarados is my number 3. Coming in at the number 2 spot is actually no surprise, but we have Greninja. The way that I like to run a Greninja is running it with Battle Bond, which means that when it picks up a KO, it actually turns into Ash Greninja, which does way more damage than the normal Greninja. The normal set that I like to run on my Greninja is max speed and max special attack, which also allows it to hit as fast and as hard as possible. Also, coupling with the Ash Greninja part, it ends up upping that special attack a lot more. I also like to let it hold the choice specs, which means that it's going to hit a lot harder as well, which I'm pretty sure the special attack gets up to somewhere around 607 or something like, with max speed and max special attack, which means you're pretty much sweeping. You know, you send them in, you got 3-4 Pokemon left, you're pretty much sweeping. That's about game. It has an insanely wide move pool. It's a great Pokemon. It's all around awesome. I'm almost certain all of you guys have used Greninja before. It's an absolutely awesome mon. I would suggest you guys building a team around it if you guys are spike stacking or something like that, laddering on OU. I would suggest you guys trying him out. It's an absolutely insane Pokemon, but that's why Greninja is my number 2. Well, guys, we finally made it to the number 1 spot. The number 1 spot has to go to probably one of my favorite evolutions ever, Vaporeon. We all know Vaporeon is one of those walls that isn't really easy to get through. Vaporeon is an absolute wall in competitive Pokemon. Being able to get Wish, Toxic, and Protect, it's able to stall out most teams, especially teams with Fairy types. You Toxic the Fairy type, or you go for Scolds and fish for burns, and it just wears it down completely. Makes it very easy and very viable. It's a very viable Pokemon in general. If you play lower tier Pokemon, you see that a lot of people use Vaporeon as a stallier team. If you use a stallier team, you've seen teams with Vaporeon on it. Like I said, fishing for a burn or just Toxic stalling you out. It's a lot of fun to use. It's a very, very good Pokemon. Like I said, it is an absolute wall. Vaporeon eats up a lot of hits, no matter if it's super effective or not. It eats up hits for days. Being able to go for a Wish and then protecting right before you die, getting that Wish back, and then being able to either get off a Toxic or that last Scold to win. I've relied on Vaporeon so much. It is my hands down favorite water type Pokemon. Not my favorite evolution, don't get me wrong, but definitely definitely Vaporeon is my hands down favorite water type. It puts in so much work. I've relied on it so many times, and it's just awesome. Well, guys, that actually concludes the top 5 water type Pokemon. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, definitely don't forget to smash a like on it. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys agree with my top 5, or if you don't, leave it down in the comment section below, letting me know if you guys do agree with it, or if you guys think there was other Pokemon that should have made this list. Also, if you guys could do me another solid and let me know down in the comment section below what you guys want next week's top 5 to be on. I could cover anything having to do with Pokemon. Just leave it down there and I'll definitely be making that video. But nonetheless, hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch the video, and as always, I will catch you guys on the next one.